I think of Nate. You're right, I mumble into her neck. I hold Trish at arm's length. Though it is only mid-morning on a Friday, and I know she left Chicago at dawn to get here, Trish still looks dewy, fresh, hip and pretty in her skinny jeans and cute sweater. Is this what normal looks like? I ask, staring at her. I'd say human, she says, giving me a once-over from head to foot. Then this is what inhuman looks like, I say. Poor thing, she says. How's it going? Before I have a chance to respond, Sonny comes flying down the stairs and hits the wood floor with such velocity that he slides across it and directly into Trish's legs. Who do we have here? She asks. After I tell her all about Sonny, she says, like you need 2 major projects to focus on. Oh, Adie Lou, you'll never change. Trish crouches on the floor with Sonny, who licks her face all over. He is a cutie, she laughs. So get me a cup of coffee already. When I start to grab her bag, Trish says, I have another one just like it in my car. Excuse me, I say, but the inn has yet to open for business. For now, guests carry their own bags. What if the owner's clothes are in the guest's bag? Trish asks. What? I ask, my eyes growing wide. You didn't. I did, she says, because I'm a giver. She stops and gives Sonny another kiss. And because you asked. I brought you an assortment of nicer clothes from your closet, and I maybe even bought you a few new things. I release a whoop of joy, which causes Sonny to run around and bark, and extend my hand to help Trish off the floor. Not that you will ever have a use for them, she says, eyeing my current wardrobe. I lift her off the floor. Thank you, I say, hugging her again. You're welcome, she says. For some reason, I packed like I was just going away for a few days, I say. I guess I thought I'd be able to run back and forth to Chicago any time I wanted. I stop and gesture at myself. I've been a bit overwhelmed, to say the least. Well, at least you can go out in public now, she says. Oh, I've been going out in public, I say. Like this. Trish laughs. Now I want to take a look around. But first, coffee. The quad-shot Starbucks just didn't cut it this morning. I usher Trish into the kitchen and pour her a cup of coffee. The kitchen is a wreck. Pizza boxes, ladders, and tools stacked everywhere, dishes in the sink, dog food scattered along the baseboards, cardboard covering the floor and outlined with workers' grimy, muddy footprints. Place is really coming along, Adie Lou, Trish says with a definitive nod. I laugh. It's a construction zone, I say. It's also a meat locker, she says. It's colder than a well-digger's butt. I laugh again. Where did you learn that? I ask. Your father, she says. It's a big Chicago saying. Trish stops. Do you have any heat on? I duck my head, my hair falling into my face. It's set at 55, I say. I'm trying to save money. You won't save any money if you have to go to the ER with pneumonia. Trish lasers her eyes on me, unblinking, but then softens. I get it, but at least get a fire going so you can keep the cottage warm. The pipes could freeze, Adie Lou, and the heat will rise, so you can just crank up your electric blanket at night. She glances at my renderings, still scattered across the kitchen counters. I want to take a look at all your plans and all the work, but I'd like to stop my body from going into hypothermia first. Trish grabs her coffee and heads into the living room. Hi, Daryl, she says to the moose. You haven't changed. Me either? Why, thank you. She kneels and looks into the giant fireplace. Do you have any dry kindling and firewood stacked in the garage? Yes, I say. But can you believe I haven't even lit a fire here yet? It didn't even occur to me. I've been living in a deep freeze and obsessing about the cost of heating this place. I'm here, I stop, and yet not here. Trish stands and walks over to me. First thing you need to remember is to be present, she says. Isn't that what they say in that yoga class you used to take me to? The one you dreamed of teaching one day? Be present and mindful. Trish puts a hand on my shoulder. Be in the moment. Okay, I nod. Thank you. Trish nabs the old log carrier my parents always kept by the fire and heads toward the garage attached to the kitchen. I grab an armload of twigs, and Trish fills the carrier with firewood. You need to clean the garage out, Trish yells over. Actually, use it for your car rather than storage. Haven't had time, I call back, and I plan on using some of that stuff in the rooms.